After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Hey, watch the slant.
Roethlisberger looking to throw.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Are you ready? Steel, black, 52 blue.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Ready.
Now a play fake. Lance. Past the 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Here's Mostert. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Watch the run, watch the run. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping.
Shot, 17.
One more time with Mostert. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to a run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Ready up.
55, Mike 55. You don't want none, baby. You
Striker, 3-3.
don't want to see me. You don't want me.
Smith, red.
Shoot. Mike.
Ready.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gould with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Out Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 54.
77.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger.
Kill, turn up.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jack Whiskey Tart. So more. It's on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Set, hut, yellow, 22.
54 Mike.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get
43 rail.
D-line.
Ready, go.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
52 blaster.
Here's Lance.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
60 red.
Ricky. Mike's 42. Mike's
They'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Hey, D-line, let's get it.
Lance going to give this to Mostert here on the option. Breaks through the contact. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Yo, 44.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
42's the Mike.
To try again after the sack. Lance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Ready.
And Lance now to throw. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
Ready.
Who's the Mike?
22 needle.
Who's the Mike? Hey, defense, let's go. Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
A pitch out to Mostert. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
After the sack on first down, Hurts.
That'll be caught. It's Rager.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown, for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left for a big play.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Hey, we got four down.
Here we go. 60 Bison. Check. 70 Rangers.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. This is caught. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
60 Eagles.
It's been a long day for you. Switch.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders.
They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Going for it with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders punching it in from a yard away.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is, the option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That one worked pretty well there.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Play action, now it's Lance.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long
Man
day.
open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 50, green.
Mike's 22, Mike's 22. I'm here all day.
Mostert fighting through, and he's got space. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Lance taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
Here I come.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Tiger, 19, Tiger. 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
They'll throw now on the final play. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here we go.
19 Pioneer.
Runs the mic.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh,
Hurt.
watch one. Watch one. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Check.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Mike 54.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
42's the mic. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Lance now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Man, I got you.
Now Lance on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
Get the ball. Watch twist.
Check white.
Ready, go.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he won't get there.
To the ball.
They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Watch one. I'm coming after you. Check it out, read.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Hurts sets up to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Second and 10. They go play action with Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Whiskey Tart. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5.
62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Here we go. Hey, check 24.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. They run with Mostert off the option. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal.
Slam, slam. Shift. Watch twist.
Drill 52. Opposite. Green.
Mitchell.
Let's go. Come on.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And Sanders there with a 1st down carry that might have gotten a yard, if that. 2nd down.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, defense, let's go.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this will be caught at the 30.
It's saying they pay me. I do this for free.
Philadelphia.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
To try again after the sack.
Lance.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Maddens. And he's free going down the left side.
There it is.
It's a foot
There it
race.
is.
And he takes this one back into the end zone.
go,
And
yeah.
the Eagles defense gets a pick 6. Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Yellow, 22.
We own them.
Striker, 3-3.
Check.
Yellow, ready.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing. 49's the mic, my friend.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance
Every day, any day.
steps away to his left.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Don't let him breathe.
Here's Lance.
Don't let him breathe, defense.
Being chased out left. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
You get nothing.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Vikings 18.
Mike 54.
It's a Buffalo 18.
It's a party now. Switch, go.
Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
I want that. Hey.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
Give me that ball, defense.
Dancing to his left. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Reload.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Where's Lion?
54. Watch 54. Check the out.
Go, Rig. Go.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Check safety.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you.
Throwing is Hurts. Open right side, complete to Rager. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Ready? 70 Lion.
I'll get him.
60 Mavericks. Go.
Here's Hurts to throw. Rolling to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
We're scoreless after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. And that's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Lance buying time to his left. And down he'll go at the 25. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 black.
Check in. Crunch time, defense.
Mike 28. I'm going to rail. Let's go.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try and run the option. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 54.
I got him. I got him.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Time to go, Knight.
They'll run with Sanders. They find some open field here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Mike 54.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Shift. Bang, 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 bang.
Now Sanders trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
SOS.
Awesome.
They'll look to throw here. Left side here to Sanders. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders from 6 yards away. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. And he's taken down, back at his own 7. The sack there by Brandon Graham, coming in and bringing him down to the ground. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
This one caught by Kittle. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Yeah.
On play action, Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch QB jump.
Throwing now is Lance. Wide open receiver, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, as the first half is winding down, and the Niners are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check 24.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Forced out to his Hurts, fumbles it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. There he goes, right side. 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for a 49er touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But first down, Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. A beautiful fake. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now a play fake. Lance. This will be caught at Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Push him back. Warrior 70. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Watkins. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
19 Tiger. Under crunch. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
29.
Go street.
Mike 29.
3 buzz, 3.
Come 19. Come 19.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, team.
And one more time, that's Watkins. And they're going to mark him down short maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Okay, ready?
Mike's by 4.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Check.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
We got 4. We got 4.
He's great.
60 Eagle.
Alert flare.
They go play action with Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Check Mike 54.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Sponge. No. 6 guy. Check 6 guy.
79 Bronco.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Smash.
Mike 29. All day, pump.
Back to throw. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Flex swap. 49, check 49.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Tackles.
Big edge.
22 needle.
Lands a handoff here to Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Like 22, he's carrying 22.
Plans to throw for it on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's got some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete out left to Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage gap.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 81 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Shift. Check 52.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Hurts will throw. Steps away. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A lane there to run as Mostert able to get about 7 there on 1st down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the ball rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, baby. Check 13. Check 13.
Slice, 97. Red, yellow.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Mike, 60.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Make them do it again, baby. Make them do it again.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.